Out of the 64 murders committed so far this year, 32 have been solved. Police also say that the most common motive for these murders are retaliation or domestic disputes, but the statistics don't end there. According to head of the Central Detective Unit, Superintendent Paul Roll, the majority of the people killed so far this year have been in their 20s, and most of the murders have been committed in southeast New Providence. Statistics also show that 8 females have been killed this year, an increase over last year's figure. Superintendent Roll also told us that most of the murders have been committed with handguns. And there's more. January, March, and June are by far the bloodiest months on record, accounting for 39 of the 64 murders. That's 12, 16, and 11 killings, respectively.
We have been through the not only CDU, but the police. Okay, those divisions, they're all doing their strategies. They're putting measures in place to ensure community safety. And yeah, we've had our share of challenges, and persons have complained about things in the past. Wherever we find that there are challenges, we deal with them.
Echoing sentiments the National Security Minister recently expressed, Superintendent Roll said most of the homicides are not random.
Persons who were charged before the court, several of the victims were in fact charged before the court, and several have actually been on bail and have been charged for murders themselves. So, I mean, that's a fact. And then, of course, there are a good percentage of those persons who have been convicted of criminal offenses, who are victims.
Now, it's important to note that at this same point last year, the homicide count stood at 47. For that reason alone, the CDU chief admitted there's a frightening possibility the country will surpass the 94 murders recorded in 2010.
I'm not going to play no numbers game. Like I said, 64 murders, whether it was 64 or whether it was 1, that's still a life lost. So in other words, you have 64 lives that have been lost. What our focus in law enforcement is to find the persons responsible for it, put them before the court, and to get justice.
Now, Superintendent Roll has only been in charge of CDU for a few weeks. However, he says he's not overwhelmed and will continue to fight against crime. For JCN News, I'm Sasha.